Welcome to San Diego, California, America's classiest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to witness one of the best moments of bowl season each and every year, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Wyoming's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Finds a tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give on the inside. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole down in the... The field shrinks. It's so much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Great move, now he's got room. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wazoo! Fit it in the window for the score.
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cougars are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They took it 71 yards down the field. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Smith wants to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wide receiver comes in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Thomas. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period and Washington State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Smith wants to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the lone running back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Turns it loose deep. Makes the grab down the left side. They make the stop, but a big... Thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Gives it on the option. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. The play-action fake. Looking left. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Smith dropping to pass. Looking to buy time. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all... They're rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
to throw it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Booth. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Holman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Smith wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
First and goal, Wyoming.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Washington State.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wyoming. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's a draw. good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly to the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Smith wants to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. Got room to work. Short gain on the play before he slides. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Staten. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
QB strikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Woods. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Pocket breaking down. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And they go back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Laterals it back. Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Booth. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Oh, they're after him. Snatches it on the run. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. They take the lead with the 6. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Smith wants to throw. He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A quick pass to the left.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Smith dropping to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the back. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Holman. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gresham. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Working on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Cowboys line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off-play action on first down. Throwing right. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. The football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Caught near the sticks. It's Woods. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They'll run it from the gun, and he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They go to the ground, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Fox. Here comes the heat. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on 3rd down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He wants to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll... to check. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Washington State lines up quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Rush is on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls out.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
On to attempt to try. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
On third down, he drops the throw. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team able to put us... return at the 42-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Wyoming.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hamilton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.